Ah, good, you're awake.
I feel dizzy.
Nothing a week's worth of rest won't clear up.
I don't have time for that. I have to find Armstrong.
I must insist.
Come on, you Jessies! You ain't even trying. Oh, hello, Kate.
Armstrong.
How'd you find me? Oh, that's right, you're a spy.
Having a tough go of it?
Well, it's 11 against 1. Excuse me a moment. That's the spirit, lad. Make that 12. I didn't see the one in the corner. Won't be a minute.
Take your time.
Now I'm mad. Right. Now, what can I do for you?
I need your help.
I don't know. I've pretty much washed my hands of international intrigue.
You owe me.
Don't start.
All we're asking is that you help Kate infiltrate the India branch.
Well, I suppose I could make a few calls, but don't expect me to get involved. Kamal, Magnus, I'm coming to India.
I have an appointment with Monsieur Volkov.
Excuse me?
I was sent for by Dmitri Volkov.
I'm sorry, can you speak up?
Take me to Volkov, now! Oh, molten lava, very nice.
Wait here, please. Sir, the assassin has arrived.
Send him in.
I just want to say, monsieur, that it is an honor to stand in the presence of the legendary Dmitri Volkov. You are, without a doubt, the Michelangelo of murder.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Monsieur Volkov, tell me who did this to you, and I shall exact terrible vengeance.
It was a skiing accident.
Oh, I see.
Now then, you're probably wondering why I summoned one of the world's most dangerous contract killers on such short notice.
Because you want me to kill someone?
Not just someone. I want you to kill Kate Archer.
How do I convince them to hire me?
Demonstrate your value to them. Maybe they need a maid.
Maybe you need your ass kicked. We're being watched.
Right, I'll stay here. You grab him and find out what he's after.
My pleasure. Who are you?
Kamal sent me to meet you.
Why didn't you introduce yourself?
I thought I was being followed. Kamal is waiting for you at the...
I said grab him, not stab him.
He was about to tell me where to meet Kamal.
Not a problem. Kamal said he'd wear a pink carnation so you'd recognize him.
Me?
I can't afford to be seen.
You dare!
Right, I'll handle this. You look for Kamal.
How will I find you?
It's not like I blend in.
Namaste, agents. Welcome to India. The game's pretty straight up on what exactly we're doing here. We're looking for Kamal, but the police are on the lookout for us.
The man was about 6 feet tall with a bushy red beard, wearing a skirt.
You mean a kilt?
I don't know much about women's fashion. Anyway, the girl looked European with brown hair, an orange shirt, and striped pants. She was the one with the gun.
But the victim was stabbed.
Just arrest them. We'll sort out the details later.
So, at this point is where the tracking ammo for the utility launcher really comes in handy because, well, the police are just hardworking citizens. There's really no point... It's a fail state for us to kill them, so that would be not a good idea. There are quite a lot of hiding spaces around.
He was here a short time ago.
There are quite a lot of hiding spaces around the area, which we will be making use of here and there, just because, well, these cops aren't exactly in good fitness. So if they if they see you, they'll start chasing you down, but they can't really chase you very far. So you know, it's not that hard to get away from them. If they do see you, they won't arrest you or anything. They'll just beat on you with their nightclubs. Presumably, after beating you unconscious is when they'll finally, you know, take you in. Because yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yes, a man bought a pink carnation from me just a few minutes ago. Are you his friend? He dropped that.
So Kamal is our point of contact within H.A.R.M, and presumably, well, definitely he has contact with Unity, and he's our way in. But it looks like another evil organization is aware that he's passing Unity secrets, and that's no good. So if we want his help, we have to help him first. He will not appear anywhere on the map until you give him a hand, and luckily it's not too hard to offer.
They say that murder victim was stabbed, shot, and stomped on by an elephant. How horrible.
Oh, goodness, that's quite a combination. Stabbed, shot, and stomped on by an elephant. That's, shoot, would there be much left?
Wearing a carnation? No, I'm sorry.
You can talk to the people around the area and ask if they've seen a guy with a carnation lately, but generally the answer is going to be no.
You want through? 50 rupees! No one passes without paying Harij! Don't make Harij angry! I've told you many times, 50 rupees if you want through this gate!
I can't say why exactly, but Crazy Harij kind of... The way he moves and jumps around reminds me of a monkey. I couldn't tell you why. I wonder if they just, like, took that sort of skeleton they had in the modeler and put a person over it. I couldn't tell you exactly. As with most things at this point, the important thing will be to engage some exploration, see what doors open, see what doors don't. Eventually well, if you listen closely, you'll definitely hear where Evil Alliance is once you get to the right area.
Tell us where he is.
I'll never talk.
Then you'll die!
Everyone knows that only evil organizations will threaten a man with death.
Look out!
What do we have here? You're in trouble!
I don't believe anyone comes down here at all. I think it's possible that... And here's our melee weapon for the area, the toolbar. You know, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for, you know, Indians to be carrying katanas, but whatever. I gotta say, as far as evil-aligned Indian groups go, I can't really get a good feel for anything these people are doing. It'll become more apparent as we go through India, but the H.A.R.M organization, Evil Alliance, all these folks, I can't really figure out what exactly their goals are here, aside from antagonizing each other. That right there is a picture of our contact, Kamal. We'll get back to him eventually. Well, that was simple. There's our blackmail info. box of tissues. File that under H for hygiene. This door actually doesn't open, so really the only way to go is back out the way we came. That one policeman in the alleyway will sort of... what's what I'm looking for? He'll patrol a square pattern all around this alleyway. Luckily with the tracking darts, we can keep track of them on the minimap without having to worry too much about running into them as soon as we cross a corner. There are more than just these 3 guards, so it's not like it's that easy. The glue bomb is another ammo type for our utility launcher, which I don't really make much use of because I find it difficult to use. Basically, you shoot a glob of sticky glue on the ground, and then of course when somebody steps on the sticky glue, then they get stuck in place, because that's how gimmick glue things work, right? Yeah, that's totally it.
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to worry. This map shows the location of H.A.R.M's hideout. I left a package for you in a newspaper box near there. Oh, before I forget, you probably need some money to get by Crazy Harij. 50 rupees should be enough.
Well, there you go. We've got our 50 rupees. We're in the upper left. Little document pages in the lower right are our current objective, and the X is our final objective. So, we're going to need something to get us in good with H.A.R.M's graces before we can try and sell ourselves to them. And to get there, well, we have to get a password to get inside first. It's all very complicated. Also, in this level I will definitely be showing off the usefulness of the banana. I know I mentioned it's one of the deadliest weapons in the game, and, well, you'll see. Luckily, nobody seems to mind if we go around and just pick up the bananas we see lying around, so that's nice. That's good of them.
You may pass!
Once these gates are open, you can't close them again, so just gee whiz. Inside this little newspaper vendor is our objective.
Fasten it to a telephone receiver. Make sure you find a place to hide until the conversation ends, then activate the bug to play back the recording.
So there's actually 2 ways to do this next objective. Excuse me. If you're quick, you can make it back to... so Balaji is now going to start walking to the hotel from the H.A.R.M headquarters. In fact, that is him right here. Now, it's possible to get ahead of him and get to his hotel room before him, and then you plant the bug, wait until he makes his phone call, and then you're good to go. That being said, I've never done that, mostly because I'm slow and I only learned about it in this playthrough. There's an alternate way which we'll be seeing.
Did you hear about the murder? What is this neighborhood coming to?
If I catch you charging tolls again, I'll arrest you, I swear it. It's my gate. No, it's not your gate. I'm warning you. Now get out of my sight.
I'm starting to think Crazy Harij might not actually own that gate. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think we got hustled out of 50 rupees for practically nothing. I don't know. It'll probably come back to me. So part of the reason I've never been able to make it to this guy's hotel room before he gets there is because I don't prep my route. So behind me is a locked gate, but to get to that locked gate, you have to dodge around these two police in the alleyway up here. And even if you're just trying to get up to the hotel, these two police in the alleyway up here, their patrol routes are a little tenacious. It's a little rude. They overlap in weird ways, and it's tough to get around them. Yeah, and like that, I mean, sometimes they spot you, just for reasons. I don't know. The police are jumpy in India, I couldn't tell you. So the way I really want to go is around the corner here, but the trick is I can't... I just have trouble getting around this guy. It's extremely irritating. So we're going to put our weapon of mass destruction to use.
What did I hear?
So when I said the banana was insanely deadly, that was a lie. It's not deadly at all. It's funny though.
Okay. The password for the day.
It does not leave them knocked out for very long though. And as I was walking up to the hotel there, you could hear Malapani was making the phone call. But because I took a while getting here, I did not quite have a chance to place that bug beforehand. For some reason, this guy is on, I don't know, he's on high alert. He doesn't look like it, but he spots me. I still don't know how. Maybe it's because another officer irritated him. I don't know.
What?
Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't a case of whose footprints are this inside the, in the sand. I'm just about positive that's not a thing. But, you know, whatever, it's not a big deal.
Nothing there. Give yourself up! You're under arrest!
Well, this is strange.
Come back here!
Yeah, I didn't quite get as sneaky in there as I wanted to be. I think also, I think if police see you put down a banana or something, they'll actually go out of their way to avoid it. I mean, you'll see it a little bit later in this level, but basically, I tossed down a banana in front of somebody, and I think one slips on it, the other one, he just continually runs around it, because, you know, obviously, if you see something on the floor that you've tripped on, you're not gonna do it on purpose, right? I mean, who would do that?
Which way did you go?
So here's the apartment we needed to get to ahead of this guy to make that, to get our phone call, but in case you're worried about me doing, you know, super secret spy eavesdropping stuff, don't worry, that mission is coming up next. And it's a forced stealth mission, and it's kind of, I mean, it's about as good as forced stealth missions usually are, which is not very. But it's not, the way I go through it, it's not too painful, luckily. Unfortunately for Malpani here, we're left with pretty much one option, and that is he's not going to make another phone call, so really all we have left is to figure out his safe combination, and, well, he just so conveniently is holding a paper with the safe combination on him. So, you know. Oh, not the paper, but the keys to the safe. That's what I was looking for, yeah. I mean, really, if he didn't want to get shot in the face, he probably shouldn't have joined up with H.A.R.M. That seems to be not good for your long-term health. And there you go. We also still place the bug. Spying complete. And with that, all we have to do is make it back to that rendezvous point, and we'll be out of here. Of course, getting there without irritating the entire police force might be a different story, but, you know, in theory it's simple, right? Yeah, at this point I fully realize they're behind me. I just, you know, I'm in the middle of something. You can't just stop picking a lock because somebody's beating on you. It's terrible. Let's see, this is what I'm talking about. I think one of them slips on it. The other one, maybe it's because it's not in the right pathing, or maybe it's because he saw the other person slip on it. I can't say exactly why he... I can't say why exactly he's dodging the banana. No.
You're going to jail! Please!
Unfortunately, there's no real good hiding spots around here inside this little alleyway. There's one across from that little food stand that I dodged by, but once you get further in, there's not too much. But really, this isn't a hard level. It's a nice little break from the pell-mell action that was the last two levels. And they seem like they're running off in the other direction. I'm set. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, cool.
Please!
You can't hide forever!
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You come out with your hands up! Stop right there! You come out with your hands up! Where are you? Give yourself up!
I mean, really all I have to do is go knock on the door and the mission's over, so please join me next time.
Password?